Bedtime feels more stressful than restful, then you're definitely not alone. This is the Sleep Circle, where we test sleep tools, explore routines, and share what actually works. I'm Brittany, and today we're doing a side by side on the Saatva Mattress Protector versus the Miracle brand Mattress Protector. And you'll hear all of my thoughts. Mattress protectors all promise three of the same things: keep your bed clean, keep it cool, and keep it fresh. But waterproof, it doesn't mean the same thing on every label, and neither does cooling. It can mean five different things depending on the brand. So I looked through this tested materials, I looked at the specs, and I'm going to walk you through exactly where these two differ. No fluff, just what's true. There are so many things to consider when considering a new protector for your mattress. So let's start with the thing most people buy a protector for in the first place, and that is keeping liquids off your mattress. Saatva's protector uses a polyurethane barrier under the con top, so it's genuinely waterproof, and independent testing has poured water directly on it with no sheet, let it sit, and guess what? The mattress underneath stayed completely dry. That is a sealed barrier, full stop. So Miracle's protector, it's water resistant, not fully waterproof. It's treated to repel the moisture and handle everyday spills, but it isn't built with a sealed waterproof barrier the way Saatva's is. So if you're protecting against real accidents, pets, kids, red wine at dinner parties, Saatva's definitely doing more work here. My honest take here, if 100% leak-proof protection is your top priority, Saatva wins this round outright. Both brands equally lean on cotton to stay breathable, but they get there a little bit differently. Saatva uses organic fair trade cotton on top, and that polyurethane layer underneath is micro-perforated, so air can still move through it, even with a waterproof barrier built in. In testing, it slept really cool. And Miracle's protector is breathable, 100% cotton sateen weave, 300 thread count, designed specifically to let the heat escape rather than to trap it against the mattress. It's part of that same cooling story that runs through Miracle's whole sheet and comforter line. Honest take with cooling and breathability, this one's close, but they're both genuinely breathable cotton builds. So I'm going to call it a tie with a slight edge, maybe to Saatva, but only because it has that waterproof layer that's engineered to not compromise airflow. My third test, freshness and odor control. And here's where Miracle really actually pulls ahead, and it's not a small thing that they have. So Miracle's protector, it's a Swiss engineered silver finish. It's the same technology across their sheet lineup. It's designed to reduce up to 99.7% of odor-causing bacteria. That means the protector and, by extension, your whole sleep surface stays fresher between washes. Saatva's protector doesn't make any odor control or antimicrobial claims. It's a well-built cotton and poly protector, but freshness beyond machine washable just isn't part of their pitch. Hands down, my honest take on this one is if you're someone who sweats at night, like me, has pets on a bed, like me, or just wants fewer laundry days, Miracle's silver treatment is a real tangible advantage that Saatva doesn't offer. So Miracle brand wins this one, hands down. When it comes to the feel, fit, and materials, both protectors fit mattresses up to 16 inches, so size and compatibility is basically even there. Saatva's is built from organic fair trade cotton, which is good for shoppers who prioritize organic certified labels specifically. Miracle brand uses Oecotec certified cotton, meaning that's independently tested for harmful substances without necessarily carrying that organic certification. It's a different standard, but it's the same underlying goal. It's materials you don't have to worry about. And with the feel, Saatva's is a bit more canvas-like and doesn't add cushioning, whereas the Miracle sateen weave, it leans softer and smoother against the skin. So consistent with the rest of their sheet collection. So my honest take, both are safe, they're well-made materials. You're gonna have to pick on which certification matters more to you and whether you want the softer sateen feel or Saatva's sturdier cotton canvas. Round 5, my final round. Let's talk about price. At the entry size, Saatva is actually the cheaper option. Its twin starts just at $95 compared to Miracle's twin starting at $159. So if pure sticker price at the smallest size is the deciding factor, Saatva does have the edge there. When Miracle can make that gap back is the ecosystem. The protector's designed to pair with their sheets, comforters, and the Three Temp Zone comforters specifically. So if you're already building out a full Miracle sleep setup, buying into that same line keeps everything consistent. Honest takeaway, on price alone, Saatva does start cheaper. Miracle's value case is less about the protector and isolation and more about fitting into a full bedding system. So it's going to depend on what your price you're comfortable with. There is so much to consider. So where does that leave us? If a sealed, fully waterproof barrier is a non-negotiable for you, Pets, small kids, you just want zero risk. You want waterproof, guaranteed. Saatva is definitely the safer technical pick. But if what you actually care about day to day is a fresher feeling bed with less laundry, softer sateen feel, and a protector that plugs into a broader cooling bedding system, Miracle wins hands down. That 99.7% odor bacteria reduction, it's a real difference that simply Saatva just doesn't compete on. And for most people, everyday freshness matters more than lab tested waterproofing that they may never actually need. So, bottom line, Saatva definitely wins on guaranteed waterproofing. Miracle wins on freshness, feel, and fitting into that full cooling sleep system. And for most sleepers, that's the trade off that actually shows up night to night. We're all about better sleep one night at a time. Subscribe to the Sleep Circle. Sweet dreams.